How cryptocurrencies could protect you from the coming banking crisis. 5 crypto nuggets that could make you millionaire in 2023 according to Tika Tiwari, America's most followed crypto expert. Biography. Tika Tiwari, over 30 years of experience as former vice chairman of Shearson Lehman on Wall Street and hedge fund manager. Editor-in-chief of the Palm Beach newsletter, he has been sharing his investment ideas with more than 600,000 readers around the world since 2016. In 2016, he recommended Bitcoin and Ethereum. Both cryptos saw growth of x170 and x480 respectively. In 2017, he recommended a tiny crypto for 13 cents. 11 months later it climbed 1,500 times higher, enough to turn $1,000 into $1.5 million. In 2019, Tika is voted #1 most trusted crypto expert in an independent survey conducted by 130,000 analysts. He has recommended the No. 1 crypto every year since 2016. Its recommendations have yielded 281% on average since 2016, that's 4 times better than investment legends Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio and Carl Icahn combined. Remember the internet bubble? It was a major leap forward in technology. And it has caused one of the most powerful bull markets in decades. With hindsight, the democratization of the internet seems obvious. But at the time, no one could have imagined how much and how quickly it would transform the world. It is always difficult to recognize these massive changes as they occur. But anyone who was far-sighted enough to pay attention and position themselves on these changes at the time had a chance to build a colossal fortune. We have not seen anything like this in over 20 years. One good investment in this area could make a difference. And allow you to generate 5- or 6-figure returns. Dell, for example, the American computer manufacturer, has exploded by 120,000% in 10 years, according to Investors.com. Talking about $5,000 in 1990 that would have turned into more than $6 million at the end of the same decade. If you missed it in 1995, you might get a second chance. Right now, we're back in the 1990s of the internet boom. Except this time, it's happening on crypto. It's not me who says it, it's Mark Andreessen. One of the most powerful figures in technology, according to Forbes. He has publicly stated that crypto is a world-changing technology just like the internet. He knows what he is talking about. We're talking about the guy who invented the first version of the internet that could be used by the general public and opened the door to the greatest financial opportunities ever. Do you know what that means? Let's go back to 1970, on the first day of the internet. At the time, there was hardly anyone using it. If I had told you that one day you would send your mail electronically, without going through a postman, you would have thought I was crazy. Yet look at where we are today. People send more email than postcards and, at the time of writing, more than half of the planet uses the internet. Who could have imagined that at the time? That's the problem with breakthrough technologies. At first we do not suspect how much they can transform society. Yet sometimes it only takes a decade. We went from 0 to over 100 million people on the internet between 1990 and 2000. It's huge. Faster than anything we've seen before in the history of technology. And the companies that contributed to it made their shareholders make fortunes. In 1990, Microsoft was trading at $1.21, price before the split. 10 years later, the company has climbed to $120 per share. Amazon experienced a rise of 5,350% between 1997 and 2000, according to Statista. Enough to generate 53 times your bet in just 3 years. America Online exploded by 70,626% according to BizJournals. And many other tech companies behind the scenes have gone even higher. Qualcomm climbed 16,484%, according to money.cnn.com. EMC jumped more than 69,900% according to Forbes. It's delusional. And you have another chance to record the same kind of insane capital gains. Cryptocurrencies are doing to finance exactly what the internet did to information. Just as the internet has revolutionized the way we exchange information, blockchain is revolutionizing the way we exchange value. Think of the internet as an online postal service and blockchain as an online financial service. Like the postal service, the internet exchanges communications between people. But it exchanges them much faster and more efficiently than any postal service. In the same way, like a financial services company, blockchain exchanges value between people. But it exchanges it much faster and more efficiently than a bank. Some experts predict that the crypto market will be 10 to 100 times larger than the internet. And again, blockchain and cryptocurrencies are only the technological support of a much more powerful and transformative phenomenon. Tokenization, the future of finance? For decades, Wall Street has barred ordinary investors from accessing the best opportunities. Take private placements. These multi-billion-dollar markets were previously reserved for the ultra-rich. I'm not making this up, it's written into U.S. law. If you're not already a millionaire, or accredited investor, you can't buy these lucrative private investments. But all that is about to change. The doors of this universe of wealth are about to be unlocked. And this global unlocking will be enabled by what is called tokenization. What is tokenization? Tokenization consists of making property exchangeable on a blockchain by splitting it into tokens. It works pretty much like securitization. When a company is securitized, its value is represented in the form of public shares. This is the fundamental basis of global stock markets. In the same way, tokenization is the process of dividing an asset into digital tokens. Except that unlike securitization, which only affects company shares, it encompasses absolutely every asset you can think of. Both physical and digital. Private companies. In art. Through real estate. Virtual objects. Or even racehorses. Anything of value can be tokenized and exchanged. This allows any type of investor to access any type of asset. This is arguably the greatest financial revolution of all time. The promise of greater liquidity, more transparency and faster transactions. We are still at the beginning, but the potential is disproportionate. Tokenization, a revolution at 867,000 billion USD. The world's largest markets are being unlocked at high speed. Markets that the average investor has never had access to before. That's a colossal fortune. I'm not talking about a few $billion. This revolution covers around $867 trillion in traditional markets. $867,000 billion. It's 867 followed by 12 zeros. This figure is virtually impossible to visualize. It covers, in particular, equity markets, $95 trillion. Debt markets, $106 trillion. Securitized products, $10,000 billion. Derivatives, $560,000 billion. Securities financing, $4,000 billion. Repurchase agreements, plus $2,900 billion. Securities lending. Asset management fund administration, $89 trillion. In the more than 30 years that TK has been working in finance, he has never seen anything like it. And all this is possible thanks to a new unlocking technology. This tokenized economy of the future will be made possible by blockchain technology. You may be familiar with blockchain as the underlying technology of Bitcoin. At its core, blockchain is known as a very secure way to store information. The safest way to store information ever designed. But in reality it's much more than that. Its creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, wanted to offer an alternative to the classical system. A decentralized computer system that would allow value to be exchanged. All without depending on a bank, a state or a company. Today, nearly 15 years later, Bitcoin is officially a currency in at least two countries, El Salvador and the Central African Republic. Deutsche Bank predicts that by 2027, blockchain systems will record transactions for about 10% of global GDP. Global investment bank RBC Capital Markets estimates that blockchain ecosystem could be worth up to $10 trillion in 000 to 10 years. The World Economic Forum considers that blockchain could represent a disruption of the traditional market to the tune of 867,000 billion euros. I know, that's a lot of information. The bottom line is that blockchain-based systems will have a decisive impact on businesses and our lives. Probably even more important than the internet. And there are ways to capitalize on this trend by investing in the projects that make up the building blocks of this new internet. Invest in the new internet. The current state of the Bitcoin blockchain is comparable to that of the internet in 1992. At the time, the internet was nascent and very experimental. Same for the blockchain today. The thing is, most people ignore these transformational changes while they're happening. This is a huge mistake. Because when it comes to technology, history always repeats itself. It happened with railways, energy, telecommunications, the automobile, internet, and cryptocurrency is no exception. Every innovation follows what's called the adoption curve. This curve has 5 phases. Phase 1 is innovation. This is when a brand new technology moves from the idea stage to the prototype stage. This is the make or break moment. Many technologies never make it out of this phase because they never gain popularity. Phase 2 is early adoption. This is where investors make life-changing gains. Finding a company with revolutionary technology, while it is still very small, opens the doors to limitless potential. Phase 3 is the startup train phase. At this point, the technology is showing serious growth and the crowd is rushing in. Phases 4 and 5 are in balance. This is where everything slows down. At this point, virtually everyone is using technology and the biggest profits have been made. Understanding this very simple pattern is fundamental to your financial future. In the crypto market we are just at the end of Phase 2, about to enter Phase 3. The crowd rushes in. And as we speak, this movement is accelerating. We are moving from the first stages of acceptance to the adoption of mass. Today, more than 100 million people own cryptos. In some countries, you can use cryptocurrency to buy a car, book a plane ticket, pay your mortgage loan, cover your tuition. It is now accepted by some of the world's largest retailers like Whole Foods, Starbucks, and Home Depot. And you can use it to buy tickets to virtually any professional sport in the United States. I'm talking about the NHL, NFL, NBA, and MLB. According to some estimates, crypto has already created up to 85,000 new crypto millionaires last year alone. So, if you're wondering if this cryptocurrency market is really worth it, I would say look at the facts when in doubt. It's now the best time to invest in crypto stocks to earn a fortune. These are the best crypto stocks to invest in right now according Forbes, CME Group, PayPal Holdings Incorporated, Interactive Brokers Group Incorporated, Block Incorporated, Marathon Digital, SoFi Technologies Incorporated. One thing, my advice to people is to always follow those that are already successful within your field of interest. With that said, I advise you to follow my #1 crypto source, Marco Wutzer. He has 13 years of experience in the crypto. He is market crypto expert for Agora, the largest financial publishing company in the world. Co-founder and head of investment strategy of one of the best performing crypto hedge funds in the world. And he is editor of Project Serenity, a premium crypto research letter. In Project Serenity, his premium crypto research letter, he analyzes the layers of the blockchain ecosystem where the crypto superstars of tomorrow are hiding. His premium crypto research letter has turned many subscribers into millionaires already. Check out his presentation by clicking on the link in the description below. Good luck with investing. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to be informed in time about the developments within the crypto industry and much more. We are considering making our channel accessible only for premium users, but if you subscribe to our channel now you will forever stay a free member. Okay, stay tuned and see you tomorrow.